Nobody indeed. And I'll tell you what, we have a full show today. We're not going to waste any time. Let's bring on the boys. Look at this crew going 5 wide. All right, we're going to go right into the picks and jump after it. The Prince of Picks, you're leading us off tonight. What do you got, brother?
All right, man, let's get into it. We're going over to the pitch here. We got England Championship League action taking place. 3:45 p.m. Eastern kickoff today, where Derby County are going to be taking on Coventry City. Coventry comes to this one in historically great form, having won 9 of their last 10 league matches. They are fighting for a playoff promotion spot here in this one. So every win and every point they pick up is going to be massive for them. Derby County on the other side, they come into this one in really poor form, having lost 10 of their last 14 matches, putting them into the relegation zone. I like Coventry here, money line plus 110. I think we're going to ride the trends here with the hot hand. Next up, we're going to another 3:45 p.m. Eastern kick, staying in the England Championship, where Luton Town are going to be taking on Cardiff City. These two teams here are in really poor form. Cardiff winless in 9 of their last 10. Luton on the other side winless in 15 of their last 16 matches. Both teams here are in or near the relegation zone. So I do think both sides should be desperate for a win here. I like both teams to score here at minus 105 given the circumstances. And then finally here, we're going to go to the UEFA Champions League, the big one this afternoon, 4 p.m. Eastern kickoff, where Liverpool will be taking on PSG. Liverpool did win the first leg here 1-0, so they are up 1-0 on the aggregate. However, they were very fortunate to win that match as they were outshot 27-2 and outpossessed 30-70% by PSG. PSG in that one had an XG of 1.78, so then that's an expected goals of nearly 2 goals in that first leg. So they did everything right. They just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. PSG have been in fantastic form and have been scoring goals for fun. They've really been an offensive juggernaut as of recently. Outside of that Liverpool match, they have averaged 3.5 goals per game over their last 16 matches. Liverpool on the other side here, they have been a little bit underwhelming recently. They were down 1-0 to a terrible Southampton team over the weekend. They've been picking up points, but they just haven't been looking very convincing while doing so. So I love PSG here to advance, plus 300. I think this is a great spot to catch the books, overvaluing Liverpool, but more importantly, undervaluing PSG.
Undervaluing indeed. I tell you what's undervaluing right now is watching Pitt and Notre Dame play basketball. My God, fellas, we got to pick this up. Yeah, John Eccles says it in the chat the best. First half college basketball unders, they're cashing. They are. Come on, fellas. All right, anybody, if you want to send some good carb out there, pray for 2 overtimes. Let's get that in that game. All right, Big Tony, my man, got some plays here. Fire him up. What you got?
All right, man. I got the Florida Panthers tonight. They got the Boston Bruins. Boston Bruins are in just a complete rebuild mode right now. So I've been looking for a dance partner for them for all day. Got that Oregon game. Like Oregon a lot here. I'm going to mess his name up, but Ian Unland going for Oregon's 3-0, 0.64 ERA against Gunnar Penskoff, I believe his name is. 4.5 ERA, 1.83 whip, and that's only in 6 innings. So I look to Oregon to get on this game quickly. And then I got that TCU Texas game at 9.5 at Hard Rock, minus 135. So I jumped on that. So then I'm following your plays too today.
Nice, man. You know what? That TCU Texas State, I know some books they have it at 10.5. That's still a good number, right? Like you getting it 9.5. That's solid, man. There's going to be some runs scored in that game for sure. Well done there. All right.
Thanks,
TJ. Yeah, absolutely, man. TJ, my boy, you got 2 plays, man. Fired up.
Cool. Yeah, we're going to start with college baseball. We're going to take Wofford plus 1.5 at minus 120. We're going up against the College of Charlton today. They are 9-5. The reason why I'm taking it at plus 1.5 is because Wolford has struggled on Tuesdays this year. They've actually lost both their Tuesday games, but they only lost it by 1 run. I really liked how they looked on the weekend against Kentucky, winning the series, taking 2 of 3. So I like them today to also get the win. And if they don't, to at least only lose by 1 to keep it close. And then we're going to go to the ice, the Golden Knights, take them on the 3-way money line, minus 120. They're taking on the Penguins today. They're garbage. 2-7-1 in their last 10. They're sold on the season. They're just like they say, planning for Cabo. That's the saying, right? Anyways, the Knights are 7-3 in their last 10 and rolling. They have Sonoff in net tonight, their backup. So we're getting a better number, but he's been lights out his last 3. So I really like that number at minus 120.
Nice. Yeah. You're talking about Wofford. Excuse me, playing against Kentucky. Dude, Wofford handles some really good pitching getting thrown at them. Really good pitching. They were able to hit that. And like you said, win the series. I mean, that one's big. So, yeah, good call on that one. All right, Seth. Let's got a whole side of the sheet here, my boy. All right. Yeah.
Look, you know how I do it, AB. You know how to do it, man. Look, we're going to start off college basketball. Arizona State first half, +3 versus K-State. I know the Sun Devils haven't been winning as of late, but I really like them here in this first half spot. These two teams met twice earlier this year, resulting in K-State winning the first half by 3 in game 1, and Arizona State winning the first half by 6 in the most recent second game. That was at Kansas State. I say that because this is pretty much a home game for Kansas State here that they're playing in this big matchup. Arizona State is averaging 35 first-half points per game this season and 40 in the last 3 versus K-State averaging 33 first-half points per game and 27 in the last 3. Look, everyone and their mamas are down on the Sun Devils with the news that Bobby Hurley is expected to get the chop after the season's over with, but I'm not buying into it. These kids are athletes, and they love to compete, man. Everyone's already wrote them off, but they ain't writing back, the old Geno Smith style, I see them getting up big for this Big 12 matchup and playing really hard. Man, give me the 3 points here in the first half. And personally, I'm sprinkling a little bit on that money line at +160. We're going to go over to the NBA. Milwaukee Bucks first quarter money line versus the Indiana Pacers. The Bucks are averaging 30 first quarter points per game this season and just under 32 in the last 3 played. Giannis and Lillard are both game time decisions, but listed as probable. And I believe they'll play. And here's why. The Bucks, the Pacers, and the Pistons are all within 1 game of 4th place in the Eastern Conference. So this game could have huge implications on home court advantage for the playoffs. The Pacers leader in Halliburton is still listed as a game time decision, but I think he'll play for the very same reason. Got a lot on the line here when you think about it. So if he's able, he's going to be out there. With that being said, the Pacers still average 2 less first half points per game this season and 7 less first quarter points per game in the last 3. But those last 3, Halliburton were out. So that's reflective of that low average. So keep an eye on that when deciding how much to put down on this one. If Halliburton doesn't play, man, I'm putting the heavy units on this. Going over to the ice, Ducks first period money line versus Washington Capitals. Look, man, this is a sneaky play because when you think Ducks, you don't think winner. But hear me out. The Ducks are 3-0-2 in their last 5 first periods, and the Caps have been struggling in the first period lately, going 1-3-1 in their last 5. There still isn't any confirmed goalies as of 10 minutes ago, but I'm rolling with the trends here with the plus money and the push insurance. So I'm looking to do some quack chants later for sure, Moving on, I got one more little player prop for you guys tonight, +120. We're going Vasilevsky, over 24.5 saves. I'll probably ruin that name, but I'm terrible with pronunciation. Going up against the Hurricanes, man, they lead the league in shot attempts. So he should easily get to 25 saves tonight. We're going to pair that up with Nathan McKinnon playing for the Avalanche tonight. Over 2.5 shots on goal, man. This guy's averaging over 4 shots on goal per game this season. He has hit this line in 8 of his last 10 games. And then, of course, we're going with one of the all-time greats, Ovi, Alex Ovechkin, over 2.5 shots on goal. He's hit this line in 9 of last 10. So put all 3 of those together. Should all hit pretty easily for plus money. I like it.
Nice. Plus money's good, man. We always want that.
Always.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice job, man. Nice job. Wayne in the chat had asked TJ, I saw you answer that. Any thoughts on Indiana State over under 13.5? Like this game will either be 5-4 or 20-18. Like, I know that doesn't help you, but I agree with TJ on this. Like, a lot of these dudes, like, this game will be tighter than people might think, even though they both can definitely mash, man. All right, so 3 plays for me here, and it was funny. Dan said it in the chat here. All right, so first off, Southern Illinois, Western Kentucky, over 11.5. All right. Both of these teams can rake. Southern Illinois can absolutely rake. The Salukis could get after it here. 11.5 is a really nice number. Going to take that one. Oklahoma State, Dallas Baptist. All right, so Dan nailed it right here. I'm taking it over 13.5, but you're seeing numbers in books at all different places here because of exactly what we talked about this morning. And with the books, you normally don't see big differences in regards to college baseball. You know why? Because one book will come out with numbers and every other book will just copy them down and put them on their site. That's exactly what they do. But you see it. All right. DraftKings is moving it up. All right. ESPN has it at 12.5. They don't know what to do with this one. We're going to take that one there, 13.5. And then USC, Cal State, Fullerton, over 11. I know that we talked about it this morning in regards to rain. I think that we're going to get actually the rain to hold off for the most part. We'll have a little precipitation, but that's actually good because if we get those conditions, you ever felt it in the summer when it's going to rain, it's going to rain, it's going to rain, and it just doesn't. And it is humid as hell, and you start feeling mosquitoes all over you. Like, that's what we're going to have. It's not quite Southeast style. Seth, Tony, you guys know about that. Like, mosquitoes get after you. It's not going to be that in LA, but I think that we're going to have nice weather, and you got two teams that definitely do want to get after each other. So getting it over 11, and especially at, 11, no hook, is solid. So we're going to take that one, and we're going to take our chances there. Now we have one more bet. Our man, Robert Bibbo, let me pull this full screen here, all right? He has a, parlay here, all right? 2 picks. He's got Florida State, the money line, all right, against Syracuse in basketball. And he also has TCU money line against Colorado basketball, putting those two together, plus 191. So wanted to make sure that we got our man on there. All right, boys, any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Yeah, I've got real quick. Be sure to follow me on X for my full card. I put that out daily. I also do giveaways daily, so don't miss out on that free cash. And I'll leave y'all with one interesting note for today. St. Mary's have won 11 straight first halves, and they're sitting at plus 120 right now.
Nice. What time's that game against Gonzaga tip? I think it's like
late.
It's
late.
Yeah. I think it's like 10 Eastern or something.
Yeah, it's one of the later games.
All right, so say this stat again real quick. They've won what?
St. Mary's, they have won 11 straight first halves. They're rolling.
All right. There we go. All right. Nice. All right, everybody. Get out of here. Let you get rest of your day accomplished and finished. All right, we'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Crew members for the Crew Exclusive. But until then, everybody, best of luck. Cash these tickets. We will see you later tonight or tomorrow. Thanks.
Who's got it better than us? No!